Alright guys, just a quick review. I'm just doing a dent puller here. It's a pretty complete kit. Very surprised. It was about 60 bucks, 70 bucks. It came with a mallet for taking down some high spots, along with a plastic knockdown. It has a bridge puller, a hand puller, various different types of tabs. It came with a glue gun, a carrying bag, and glue sticks. A couple different additional things I would say to add would be possibly a slide puller, as well as a reflection board. Those aren't things you necessarily need right now to get the dents starting to get the feel for it, but when you're working on a dent and you really want to get it perfect, reflection board is really going to help you out seeing the lows in the dent. There's 3 dents on this car we're going to be working on. We're only going to be working on one, but I'm going to show you there's 3. It's very hard to see. Let's come this way. Oh, there we go. So there's one dent right here that we're going to be working on, and I can see it pretty good. I'm running the light through it. I don't know if you can see the reflection of the light, but it's spread out pretty good. If we pull our reflection board, I can't get it on there. I can still see it. Well, let's just try to go with this. So we've heated the glue gun up. I'm going to put some glue on the tab. Now we might take a couple pulls at this, just do a little bit, and then move it over because I can see it's a little bit low over here as well. But let that set up real quick. So some nice soft pads. So you don't want to just crank on it and not look at the dent. You're going to want to put a little bit of tension on it. You could pre-tension this a little bit by tightening down the screw. I can see. So let's see here. With glue pulling, I initially started off doing with rod paintless dent repair, and we didn't use glue pulling very often. It just kind of came out in the market, but sometimes there was a need where you couldn't get to certain dents, where you had to rely on the glue. Like in the pillars, you can't get your tools in and such. So that looks pretty good. So let's break it and see what it looks like. Now usually we use adhesive remover, but I'm using alcohol. I don't have adhesive remover, so I'm hoping this will work. Okay. Seems to be working. They do give you a little tool. You definitely want to be using this in a temperature around, I would say 70s, probably no lower than 70 degrees outside, just because the glue is not going to adhere to the panel if it's cold. So now I see it's still a little bit low. A lot better though. It's right here. It's a little bit. So what I want to do is put my glue tab off to the side a little bit more. I'm going to put it off to the side a little bit more. And sometimes you want to play with the amount of glue that you're putting on. I just put a little dot. So I'm going to get the low back in my light here, and it seems like it's right about here. So I'm just running the light, the reflection of the light, off so I can see the low of the dent. And just be patient. A little bit of low right here. So I'm gonna try to work it a little bit better. I'm just kind of doing little taut pulls. I think this needs to be able to clean up a little glue residue. I would definitely probably recommend the adhesive remover. It works better than the alcohol because this is just kind of, yes, it's dissolving it, but it's kind of spreading it out where adhesive remover is a little bit more direct. And it may take a couple times. This one's going to take a couple more times, I could tell. But I can only do my video so long, so. But overall, it's definitely a lot better. And it's going to take a little bit more working. It definitely took a lot of the deepness out of the dent, but it's going to take a couple more pulls. I might try a couple different tabs as well. So it's just a game of patience and working on it. But I would definitely practice on something so you get an idea of how much pressure you can take. With these tabs, I'm noticing they are popping a little bit sooner than I'd probably like. Well, that's what I'm used to, actually. So experimenting with the different glues might help. And then just playing with the different tips and how they penetrate the dent. This one, like I said, is a pointy round tip, but there's also some flat ones that I might want to try the flat one actually next. Alright guys, thanks.